This drone job had no GPS, no automation, and no margin for error. We were called in for a facade masonry inspection of a historic hotel in downtown Kansas City for a national engineering firm. On paper, it looked straightforward. In reality, not so much. The engineering firm asked me to bid on this because the usual way of doing things just wouldn't work. Scissor lifts meant shutting down a traffic lane downtown, which is a complete no-go. And lowering a lift from the roof wasn't safe until the actual condition of the masonry could be confirmed. They needed another approach. A few months earlier, I helped them out of a jam on a short notice for another project. And that's why they called me for this one. They didn't just need a drone pilot. They needed someone who could execute when there were no other options. The job looked fine from my desk, until I made a scouting visit to the site. Tight courtyards, limited sky, and in most areas, no GPS at all. What's that mean? No pre-programmed missions, no start button. This is 100% hand flying. Now usually, I say the drone work is the easy part. On most projects, that's true. The value comes from the planning, the processing, and the deliverables. But when you're flying in confined, GPS-denied spaces, the flying becomes the value. When you're flying like that, you don't improvise. I use the hotel's architectural drawings to plan the capture ahead of time, building vertical lines along the window columns to guide my horizontal overlap. And without automation, you need a visual system for when to trigger the shutter. Timing won't cut it in a manual flight. I thought about adding tick marks to the drawings, but I couldn't look away from the drone to check a piece of paper constantly. So I went with something I could see while I was flying. The bottom, middle, and top of each window. That's where each photo happens. It gave me consistent spacing, clean overlap, and a pattern I could repeat. So even without GPS, you're still flying a structured mission. But maintaining that bottom, middle, top rhythm for hours is mentally exhausting. Honestly, it brought me back memories from helicopter training. I used to joke that I was squeezing the controls so hard, I thought I was going to get black juice out of the plastic. After that early hovering practice, we'd finally land and I'd realize every muscle in my shoulders, back, and arms had been completely clenched. My old instructor, a Vietnam-era warrant officer, and an absolute badass, used to look over at me and ask, "So, we having fun yet?" And I'd tell him it's absolutely terrifying, and I can't wait to do it again. Flying these courtyard captures had a little bit of that old flavor, just with a lot less concern over a fiery death. But the threat of seeing your drone and your drone business as a crumpled pile of expensive plastic and props on the sidewalk has its own level of stress. But the stress is real. You're managing tight clearances, visual reference only, changing light, and constant proximity warnings. And if the prox alarm ain't chirping, you're probably not close enough. This isn't cinematic work. It's consistent, high-resolution imagery of vertical surfaces, so engineers can actually evaluate the masonry. By flying close, consistent patterns, you get data that's repeatable, detailed, and usable over time. In fact, some of the cleanest data we captured came from areas where automation wasn't even an option. Automation makes things easier, but it doesn't replace skill. When things get tight, the pilot matters more than the drone. This is the kind of work you're working towards. Tight access, complex environments, no margin for error. If your project involves confined spaces or GPS-denied environments, give us a call at Drone Services of Kansas City. We're ready. In the next video, I'll show you how we turn these manual facade captures into clean, usable engineering data with reality capture. I'm Steve with Drone Services of Kansas City. If you're building a drone business, interested in mapping, inspections, or real-world commercial drone work, consider subscribing. Most of the videos on this channel are based on real projects, real clients, and lessons learned in the field. Thanks for watching.